There are some preliminary steps that you have to do to get this system into place. Now, first of all, you need to have a Yahoo account. So go ahead and sign up for Yahoo if you don't already have one. Next thing you need to do is go to answers.yahoo.com once you have an account. Okay, now when you roll down a little bit, you'll see down here, how can I earn points? And you'll see award of best answer, you get 10 points. For an answer, you get 2 points. And choose a best answer to your own question, you get 3 points. And then here you can learn about points and answers. So if we click on that, it gives you a chart here of what you get. And then down here about your levels. Now, your goal to begin with is to get to level 2. So you need to have 250 points to get to level 2. The reason is you can't post any links until you get to level 2. So what you're going to need to do is get your Yahoo Answers account in order first. So that's going to involve doing some of the steps up here. So what you're going to want to do is go and answer some questions. You're going to want to sign in every day. So first of all, you get 100 points just for opening your account. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do any of these activities you can do, as many as you can per day, to get yourself built up there. Now, don't do any that have a minus in front of them if you can help it. So basically, you're going to be answering questions, and whatever else here will get you the points. Okay, so the first thing is get up to 250 points. Okay, now while you're doing that, you can also, let's go to Answers Home. You can also look at what type of site you want to set up. Now, the great thing is that you can pick anything you want here. You don't have to be an expert in anything because we can research it all with free information and post the free information on our blog and send them there. That's basically what we're going to be doing. But it always helps if you have some knowledge in the category, especially if you're starting up with a brand new Yahoo Answers account. If you already have an account that's level 2 or higher, then it doesn't matter too much about having to do the research because you will already have an account where you can post a link. You're still going to need to post good answers and link back to your site, but you can do the research very quickly and then send them back to an article on your site. Okay, so basically these are your categories here. So just pick one that you want to do. Now, a good one is always health. Now, people are always asking a lot of health questions on the internet. So if we go to health, and then you'll see up here, you have all categories. So pick one that interests you. Doesn't matter what it is, let's say diet and fitness. And then you'll see that there are lots of questions in here. Okay, and we'll come back to this little later, and I'll show you how you're going to filter through the questions that you want to answer. But at this point, what your goal is to do is to get your Yahoo Answers account up to level 2 and pick a niche. You can be doing both at the same time. Okay, now once you have that done, we need to go and create our site, and that's what we're going to do next. Now, the next thing you need to do is set up your website that you're going to direct people to. Now, like I said before, you can either use Blogger or you can set up your own WordPress on a hosted WordPress site. Remember, WordPress.com does not allow you to use the blog to make income from in this way. So you have to either use a hosted one or Blogger or any other platform that you're comfortable with. Okay, so in this example, I'm going to stick with the free route and I'm going to show you how to set up a quick blog using Blogger. At this point, we've decided on the health niche, so we are going to create a blog accordingly. Okay, so once you have a Google account, and if you don't have one, just set one up, it's free. You can use Blogger as well. So we'll just click here, New Blog, and then the title. Okay, so think of a title and then your address. So your address is going to be a blogspot.com. So you'll have your address that you pick, .blogspot.com. Now, what we want to have in our title is something to do with the niche that we are targeting over on Yahoo Answers. Okay, so let's say something like daily health tips. And then here we can try daily health tips. It's unlikely, but okay, so it says, sorry, this blog address is not available. Okay, so you need to play around here a little bit and find a blog address that you can use. Okay, so I found one here, the Daily Health Tips blog. So my address is going to be the dailyhealthtipsblog.blogspot.com. Okay, so next we can go down here and we can pick a theme. So you can just pick any one you want, but I usually go with simple, and then if I want to change it, I can do it later. So let's just create a post. Okay, so here we are, our blog's created here. Okay, so let's just dismiss this here. And let's just click on here now, Daily Health Tips blog. Okay, and then here we are with our control panel. So we can get started with some things in here now, getting things set up. Now this isn't going to be an extensive lesson on Blogger. I'm just going to show you how to set up a quick site because that's all we need. So let's go down here to Pages, and we're just going to set up a home page here. So we'll do New Page. Okay, so up here, Page Title. So we'll do Welcome to, and then whatever your blog is named here. So I'm just going to say Daily Health, my Daily Health Tips blog. Okay, and then down here is where you put in your post. So you can write a post in here, put in an image if you want. Basically, it's just like any word processor or any other posting platform that you use. You have all your controls up here. So just go ahead and type an intro in here. Make sure that it hits the keywords that are in your niche that you've chosen, just so that it will help with the search engines. Now, like I said before, that isn't a big part of it, for at least for while we're starting, but once it does get indexed, you will start getting some traffic, so long as you do some search engine optimization on the way while you're creating it. Okay, so I just wrote a little blurb here, and then I picked a couple of videos out of YouTube. You can just click up here on the video tab, and then you can grab them from YouTube. They don't even have to be your own videos. Over here we have options, and you can determine if you're going to allow comments or not here. I'm not going to allow it on my home page. Click Done. Okay, and then we'll publish. Okay, so what you need to do now is make a few posts that are relevant to your niche here. Okay, so in my case it's health. And we're going to post some articles on here before we actually monetize the blog. Okay, so we're going to go get our content from article sites. These are people that have posted their articles on article directories, and they post them there so that people can borrow them, post them on their site, and link back. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Okay, so here I've gone down to ezine articles, and I'm going to just go and find a couple of health articles and post them on my site to get it started. Now, this doesn't have to have anything to do with your Yahoo Answers site yet. We are just going to get some content on our site so that we have a beginning. So go ahead and do that. I'm going to go post a couple of articles on my blog. Okay, so I went ahead and pasted an article into here. Let's just go over to ezine articles here. So what I did was I found an article that I wanted to use. I copied the headline into here. Okay, then I went and got the text. So I just went and copied and pasted all of this right down to just before this link here, and then I pasted it in here. Now I pasted it into a notepad session first to take any links out of it, and then I copied it back and pasted it in here. So there's no links within this itself. Okay, and then we have article source here. So what I like to do is just do a cut here. Okay, now we have to give attribution back because we're borrowing this article. So highlight that and then go up here to link. Okay, and then we need to put the link address in here. And then we want to make sure it opens in a new window, because if they do click the link, we want to leave our window open so they can come back. Okay, click OK. Now over on this side, I went into labels. This is where you can put in your keywords, just comma separated. Okay, you can schedule post if you want. And then down here under options, I turned off my comments. You can leave them on if you want. And whatever you want in this section here, I just left it other than the comments. Okay, so at this point, all we have to do is publish. Okay, so as simple as that, adding content. So we're going to add at least 2 posts. Might be helpful to add even more before you apply for AdSense. Now, if you already have an AdSense account, of course, you don't have to worry about the AdSense part. You already have an account and you can put your code right on. Okay, so once you have your 3 or 4 articles posted on there, you can go down on the left side here and you will see earnings. Okay, so you can sign up for AdSense right here, set up your AdSense, choose where your ads are going to go, and as soon as people click on those ads, when they get here, you earn money. I'm not going to be doing that with this blog. I'm not putting AdSense on it, but this is how you do it. Now you see down here, it says that my site doesn't qualify yet. So you can click Learn More here, and for hosted accounts, it's different than if you're applying with your own website, so it's a little easier. So you're going to need to get some articles on here, and then once you see that your blog's eligible, you can go ahead and apply. Okay, now remember earlier we created a page, and that page is to act as our static home page. If we were to look at our blog right now, let's do View Blog, you'll see that it brings up the first article. So what we want to do is set our static home page. And to do that, just go over to Pages and then Published. And then we want to view this page. And the reason we want to do that is to get the URL. Okay, so just copy the URL from up here. Now we only need part of this URL. We only need the part that says /p and then the name of it. Let me show you what I mean here. Okay, so this is the URL for that page. All we need is this part back here. So take this off the front and keep this aside for a moment. Now, let's go back and we're going to go down, way down here to Settings. Then we're going to go down to where it says Search Preferences. And then see here it says Content Redirect. What we want to do is go in here and edit. Okay, so what we want to do is direct from. Okay, so this is just going to be / and direct to is going to be that part that we have left there. Whoops, I didn't take that out. Let's go back to Notepad here. So we need this part. Paste that in here. Okay, and then we want to make this permanent and save. Okay, save the changes. Okay, now when we go visit our blog, you'll see now that it brings up our home page first. Okay, so this was our introduction, and then with our gadgets we can determine what we want over here. But this is just fine if you want to leave it like this. But let's just go back here. You can go into your settings and then you can change the gadgets if you want. And the gadgets are what determines what goes where. So if we just go to layout, okay, so this is your gadgets, and you can edit these the way you want. So you can add a gadget here, add a gadget here. You can remove gadgets, you can rename gadgets. So you can set this as you like. You'll also find that you can put your AdSense gadget in here. So if we add a gadget here, it brings up a drop-down page here. And then you can put any of these gadgets in there, and you'll see there's an AdSense gadget in here as well. Okay, so there's the AdSense gadget. Okay, so that's it. You now have your blog set up the way you want. In the next video, we're going to go over how to start up the traffic.